Hi, it's Sean, and today I want to talk about this watch. I picked this up from a charity shop and I just stumbled across it for £2.50, and I just thought I'd make a video about it and show you it because I think it's quite an interesting watch, but also raises the question of, is it possible to find bargains? Is it possible to stumble along something really special in a charity shop or a car boot sale or something like that? I think we know the answer to that really, but it'd be interesting to talk about it nonetheless. So this is a digital watch from the 80s, pretty obviously from the aesthetics of it, and it's an A638 5020. It was apparently released in 1981. This does have a bracelet with it, but I don't think it's the original one to the watch. So I put it on a kind of suede-ish leather strap, and I think it looks cool. So yeah, I mean, I've had a digital Seiko before, and I think they are really interesting because they remind me to a certain extent of obviously the Casio watches from the same period that you can still buy today. But the Seikos feel more like real watches. You can see the case back there. It's a proper screw-on case back, and it doesn't feel like really cheap and like it costs $8 or whatever, which is what the Casio watches cost. And this particular watch has an alarm function. It has a kind of annual calendar thing, so you can see on the screen the day and the date and things like that. And it has a light as well, which is brilliant. And I think watches like this are cool, and it's something that, if you're into watches and if you're into collecting, it doesn't have to be like mega expensive, and these watches are not, they're not valuable at all really, but worth much more than £2.50, but they are really cool and interesting. And I think if you wear them, it kind of, if I saw someone wearing this, I would think that person has taste in watches and cares about them, So overhead shot with the leather strap. And obviously the other question is it possible in today's world to find a bargain? Because I don't know about you, whenever I pass a kind of charity shop or anything like that, I always go in and I'm always thinking, okay, will I find something? And obviously I'm not expecting to find, Rolex or a well-known brand, but you never know, you might stumble upon something. And this is the first thing that I've really stumbled upon that's of any interest whatsoever. It's normally, Soviet quartz, kind of pulsar and things like that, and not to be a snob, but not something that I'd really be interested in. And obviously it's all the more important because of the fact that nowadays whenever an interesting watch comes out, it immediately sells out and becomes unavailable, so the bog standard normal person cannot buy it. So here it is on my wrist. I think the answer to the question, can you get a bargain, is probably no, sadly, but tell me if you feel differently. Tell me what you think about this watch. I think it's really cool, really interesting, and I really like it. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.